Hey out there. So I'm over here at the Union Beach house. Things are moving along, slowly but surely. The biggest thing was getting the tenants out of the house, so I feel a little comfort in that area. So far, I'm gonna put this house on the market and I'm gonna sell it. Now, ultimately, my model of business is buy and hold for long-term investment reasons, get some positive cash flow going, stuff like that. But in this particular case, I'm going to sell. And the reason why is because I don't have any other projects I'm doing right now. The Kingsburg house, I'm just about done with the refinancing process. I should be refinancing within the next couple days. Then I have to get the CO on that house in order to make it into a rental. That one I can't really sell, in case you guys are wondering. Why don't you just sell the Kingsburg house, Harry? Because that house is less than a year since I bought it. And if somebody came in with like an FHA loan or some other conventional financing products, the lender would probably have a problem with it because it's less than a year since it's been renovated and purchased by me, who would be selling the house. I'm not going to get into detail, but it just throws a wrench in there, and they're not that easy to sell. They're not as easy to sell as a house that's been owned and you haven't done any major renovations on them for a couple of years. So that's why I'm going to wind up selling this house. Now, the reason why I need to sell one or the other is because I don't have any cash coming in. The way my business model works is I make some money during the renovation process and then cash out with a cash out refinance, get my original money that I put down for the down payment back out, and move on to the next project. Well, I don't have anything that I'm working on right now, so I don't have any income coming in. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that the business model that I use, there's a wrench thrown in there when there's not another deal that I'm working on. So I gotta sell this house. Today I gotta go home and I gotta get like a hat and some gloves because it's really cold out and the basement's freezing. And so is the garage in the backyard. So I'm gonna go get dressed warm and then start dumping stuff in that dumpster. I'll show you what the progress looks like. So I'm coming to you live from the basement in Union Beach. There's not a lot of basements in Union Beach because of how low the elevation is around here. Basements aren't always allowed. For instance, the second house that I bought was here in Union Beach, and it was in a flood zone like this house, and the town engineer required me to fill that basement, and it was a pretty big basement. It must have cost $10,000 or $12,000 to fill. The reasoning behind that is that if the surrounding area flooded and it pushed in on the foundation, it could collapse the house. Now, don't even get me started on the whole elevation insurance kind of situation, because this is based on Superstorm Sandy that came through, and that is a 1 in 100-year storm. So the insurance companies were able to persuade like FEMA and the government into making homeowners implement new policies or new protections for them so they don't have to pay out if another storm comes through. Don't even get me going on that. All right, let me show you around this basement because I'm going to start cleaning it. Now, it's really messy. There's a lot of crap down here that I'm going to have to get out of here. That's the furnace as well as the central AC over there. So it's nice having a basement so I can put that down here instead of occupying some space upstairs where people could live. Now, the basement's only about 5.5 feet tall. So not everybody can come down here without having to duck. Me, I still have to duck slightly, okay? For anybody out there saying something. Got the washer and the dryer down here. Yes, ultimately it would be nice to have it up on the main floor, but you'd have to be taking up some space from somewhere in order to put that up there. I'm going to be selling the house, so if somebody wants to do that, they can. Everything looks fine. The foundation is fine. Oh, look what I found while I was going through. I had to look it up to see what it is. You know what that is? That's Narcan. Narcan is that drug that you give someone that OD'd on like heroin or something like that in order to bring it back to life. I don't know what it's doing down here in the basement, but I'll tell you, I'm going to be a little cautious as far as finding any needles down here or anything like that. All right, so listen, I'm going to get this place cleaned up. Oh, let me show you this. I don't even have that big of a water heater at my own house. That's like at least a 50. It might be a 60 gallon. Right? Nice. You'll never run out of hot water. So you saw the permit? It's the little things in life that get me excited. When she called me, she said, your permit's ready. I don't know what other town requires a permit, but Union Beach does. So you know who just came over? Ray, the flooring extraordinaire, came over. He measured the 3 bedrooms upstairs, the hallway, and the stairs. Gonna get new carpet. Originally, I was hoping that I was gonna be able to shampoo that stuff, but I think I showed you guys in the video that there's no shampooing that carpet. It's gotta come out. So he also recommended, maybe because I'm gonna put the house on the market, a medium flush carpet. I'm going with Ray's suggestion. I usually put down the Berber because it stands up to more traffic, more wear and tear when you're going to be renting a place out. But as far as selling it, he said the medium flush looks a lot better. Then I called up his friend, Neil. Now, I can't call Neil a hardwood floor extraordinaire unless he does a really good job. If he does a really good job at a fair price, then it's going to be like Neil, the hardwood refinisher extraordinaire. So let's see what he says. He says he's going to come over later and take a look at the hardwood. So this place is moving along. All right, so I got about an hour to kill before I meet Neil, the hardwood guy over there. And I'm going to tell you guys how that goes. Making connections in this business is a big deal. I remember when I was first getting into this business, forming relationships with people that were like trustworthy, that would show up, do a job at a decent price. It was like really difficult establishing those relationships. And I'm thinking today, I mean, between the dumpster woman, Pam, Ray, the flooring extraordinaire, plus I met with Edwin. He's going to take care of that problem over at the other house. And now Neil's coming out. Like, these are all important things to my business, and I can't take them for granted. So before I meet with Neil, I'm going over to the gym. I'm getting on the treadmill for at least 25 minutes. I try to do it Monday through Friday. I don't always do it, but Monday through Friday. And if I don't go, I feel weird. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to meet with Neil.